I'm hoping the sun's coming out. I've got a wash now and everything. I've been busy. But I've got... wait till you see. Why does things always happen to me? Yeah, the toastie maker again. I'm not friends with it anymore. I'm not friends with the cheese toastie maker, and I'm going to show you why. I've got a boo-boo. That's what I've got. I need a wee plaster. I need somebody to just go, there, you're okay, you're all going to be alright, you're alright. I need that today, I think. There we go, live chat. There we go. Today's drink of choice is Iron Bro. Sky. Do you know what I've done? So I'll just get a minute. I'm going to open my Iron Brew. So yesterday I thought for my dinner, Golfer girl, good morning. I'm going to show you what happened to me. So I was really hungry, and I thought, do you know what, I'm making a cheese toastie with tomato, right? So I done my cheese toastie, and it smelled amazing. I had salt and pepper, and I was really hungry, and I was looking forward to it. And I took a bite of the cheese toastie maker, and inside was as hot as the inside of a volcano. And a bit of tomato came flying out, and look what it done to my chin. The tomato landed there on my chin and burnt my chin. So there you are. Cheese toastie maker. So they're going to go nuts. Right, yous too. Don't even know if there's anything there. Goldust, good morning to you. It was so warm. It was like, right, wait a minute, Mikey. Right, where's the squishy? Right. It was boiling hot, and a bit actually fell on my chest. But yes, it blistered. And a HP, good morning. It did blister, but I didn't even know it had blistered. I was sitting outside and I rubbed my face, and I just felt it all wet. It had popped itself. I just done that and it popped. So there you are. It's a new scar for me, a new scar. Happy Friday, Natalie. Good morning to you. Good morning. It was really, it was painful, and I threw my cheese toastie down, but then I ate it because it was too good not to eat. But here. Oh, for goodness sake! There's two dogs out there fighting, and they're going crazy. Anyway, yes, let's forget about the 3rd degree burn. Let's forget. Burn again. No, I've got scars everywhere. That was the oven that done that when I was wee. Weer. That was the oven right there. There's another one. I can't remember if that was the iron or the oven. You know, I'm not doing this to myself because I like to. I just burn myself and stuff. So there you are. And you can see how thick the bit of tomato was. Yes, it's still sore, but I was swimming, so I had my chin under the water when I was swimming, so it's had the good bleaching. Moral of the story, let your cheese toastie cool down before munching into it. Oh my goodness, HP. I've actually done that myself. And it was way back in the 80s. Right, way back in the 80s when Nair hair remover was just out. You know, it was just a brand new thing. Oh, you don't need to bother shaving and stuff like that. And I remember buying it for the sensitive areas because you could get 2 different kinds and put it on and done everything I was meant to do. And that's what happened to me. It burnt my lady parts completely off. There was no... for a while until things cooled down. So I've never done that since. So it's clean enough anyway, and I did put cream on it, but it's nippy. I won't like. And can you imagine me sitting outside? It's going to be even nippier. But there you go, a new scar. right on my chin. Nothing, a wee bit of foundation, you know, a wee bit of foundation there, and I'll be good to go. I'll be all right. So anyway, enough about me. What are you doing this weekend? I'd like to know what's happening. Burnt chins and lady parts today. Golfer girl, that's where the conversation is now. Here there was a lady, there was a story, I don't think it was a true story, but it was about a poor lady that had decided to wax for the first time. Oh, there's a blooming dog going crazy. Do you know what it is? There's a dog, and it's, hold on guys, I'll need to close my door. There's a wee dog running wild outside, so there is. So I don't want a commotion at my gate, which would happen. Right, so wait, I tell you this story. Now, I don't think it's a true story, but you know, I'd like to think it was a true story. It was a wee lady, and she decided, it was probably when waxing just came out, and she thought, that's it, I'm going to wax my lady parts. And I'm just going to wax everything. Everything's getting waxed, right? I'm going to be smooth. So she bought the wax strips, the strips with the wax on it, and she'd done that. And there she was in the bathroom. So she puts it on and rubs it into her lady parts like that, and leaves it for a while, and then she pulls it off like that, and all the wax still stayed in her lady parts, and the sheet that she pulled off was absolutely clean. There was nothing on it. The wax was still on her lady parts. And you can imagine how bad that is. So she was trying, and she was pulling the other one off, same thing. So she had a downstairs full of wax. So she thought to herself, I hope it's true, but this time it was burning. So she decided to go for a bath, and with cold water, to try and cool her lady parts down and get some of the wax off, right? She ended up sticking to the bathtub. I don't know if she got a raise. I think you'd need to get a raise. A bit tender. But can you imagine that? All the wax just stays there, and you're left with just a clean strip. I don't do that. Listen, I'm an old school. Give me a razor any day. A razor and some shaving foam, and I'm good to go. That's me. Sky, can you imagine it downstairs? Especially if it was overgrown, if you know what I mean. And all that wax all, I bet you that ruined her night. You know, she was probably going on a date. You know how you've got to shave and all that before you go on a date. You've got to be smooth, just in case. I mean, I know we don't like one night stands and stuff like that, right? But if you're going for a date, you do that just in case, because you never know what you're going to be like when you've had a few. I know what I'm like. Poor lady. So as I say, I don't know if that's a true story or not, but I hope it. I'd like to think it was. I'd like to think it was a true story, but I'm sure she had more problems like that. I think her hand was stuck. There was a lot of sticking for that poor lady. Pip, good morning, my beautiful Pip. Good morning. Pip, we're talking about bad wax jobs. That's what we're talking about. Oh. See, I would need to get it done professionally, because I'd be that lady. I'd be that lady with a downstairs full of wax and clean strips, not a hair on it. I remember being so embarrassed here. I don't know if this is too much information or not, but I was so embarrassed one time. It was when I was going through the whole cancer thing, right, and I was in the middle of chemo, and some of my hair didn't fall out completely. My hair in my head fell out, and my eyebrows get thin, but they never actually all fell out, right? And my lady parts, right, I wasn't bothering with shaving or anything like that, because I had more important things to worry about. And anyway, your hair falls out everywhere when you get chemo, right? So downstairs, it was patchy. There was parts of it that was completely smooth, and parts of it that was wily, let's just say. So I went for an asthma review. I went for an asthma review, right? And I goes in, and I had my wee scarf on because I had no hair at the time. And I was telling her about the chemo and stuff like that. And she went, "Oh, Linda, you're due for a smear test. If you just want to hop up on the table." And I was like, an asthma review. And I was like, just as well, I always shower. I'm a clean person. But I thought, gee, up on the table? I couldn't get out of it. So I went up on the table. So, you know, you've got put your ankles together and flop your leg. All that kind of stuff was all going on, right? The big lamp and things. And I knew that my downstairs was very patchy. Like there was parts that was completely smooth with the chemo and parts that weren't. And I didn't know if I should say to the nurse, by the way, that's the chemo that's done that. Because you get these crazy fetishes with folk yanking hair and all that out. I know it sounds weird, but you do. I didn't want her thinking I was one of them. I was like, oh my God. I just left it though. The whole smear test, I was thinking, I can't get out of this. So when I got home, my girls were like, "Mum, how was your asthma review?" I said, "Oh, I'll tell you how it was. I had my kit off. Oh my God, HB. See, you can do that. You can things in the toilet, especially when you're busy. Yeah, Pip, this is that. We need to embrace our animal instincts. Just go about as nature planned. That's it. I'm getting my kit off today. No, I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. Tomorrow's that day, so I'll have my kit off at some. I'm sure I'll do something. Do you know? See, every Monday morning when I go back up the swimming, I'm thinking, what was I like this weekend? What was it? You know. So nothing surprises me now at the weekends. Oh, Sophie, I'll let you know how Sophie's getting on. She's still not had her operation. There's not. I don't think they're feeding her much. I think she had a wee bit of lasagna last night, in fact. But she's got the tube up her nose and all that, and we're still waiting for her to go in to get this twist in her bibble. They said, so it's a small one, so thank God for that, because you know my mind was wandering other places. So it's going to be just a small operation that she gets, and then she'll go back to the Priory. So we're waiting on all that today. I'm waiting on that today. And my other daughter Amanda got a new washing machine. I'm going to take all my washing up to her. She's all excited about getting a washing machine, and I thought, that's it. I'm going to pack all my washing and take it up to her. Thank you, Sky. Thank you, everybody, for Terry. Good morning to you. I didn't say good morning, did I? So, but she's. I've been knowing that she's going to be fine, and she looks wonderful. She does. She looks beautiful. So she does. But I don't think that she'll be getting visitors or anything this weekend. We'll just need to play it by ear. So is MD going out or anything? Is there MD going out this weekend, or where are you going? I like to know. I'm nosy. I'm sitting outside. That's my plans. Today I've got a washing hanging out. I've got a washing on just now. I've hoovered. I've dusted. I've watered my plants at the front. Oh, Pip, doggy sitting. What kind of dog? What kind of... See, I said the word. What kind of... D-O-G? You've got to spell stuff in this house. It's terrible. And W-A-L-K. I mean, you can't say words in this house. Rain. But that'll be lovely going into the town, golfer girl. Ah, Shorky. Oh, I want another puppy. No, here, I'll come in the woods with you, Sky. How about that? Me and you in the woods together. You'll go in a beautiful, elegant French lady, and you'll come out like me. You'll come out like me. I'll get some Scottish into you. You'll come out like me and you'll be like, right, that's it, I'm going for a bottle of Monk's wine. Who's in? Who's half of me? Here, I remember we used to do that. See, I was a bad girl at times when I was underage. Don't ever do this if you're underage. Do not. It's a bad thing. We used to wait outside the shop to see if somebody would go in for us to get us a bottle of Monk's wine. Your mate want to go into the shop for us. Yeah, oh Pip, yeah, nice fun day. The Riddle man's probably still in the woods to that day. He's probably joined with the guy that up the swimming that was, going down the canal. That guy wanted to take me down the canal and murder me, I think. That, red flags, that's what I was saying. I'm thinking this guy is luring me down to the canal with the promise of a sausage roll from Greg's. Once I'm down the canal, he's going to just murder me and toss my body in the canal. That's it. See, if you did come out with me, these are the kind of people that would be lured over to our group. I'm telling you, I don't know why it happens to me. It happens everywhere I go. Just strange encounters all the time. In fact, I humour the people now. I humour them. My ex-husband used to go, stop encouraging them. I'm not doing anything. What am I doing? Sky, we'll do that then, right? That's our plans this weekend. Oh, you're having your Kentucky flavourings. That sounds lovely, HP. I'm having my Russian flavouring as usual. Yeah, we'll go hunt. Listen, I hear even women in kills. I'm not fussy. I'll have a bit of both, please. A man and a lady. I'm going to be greedy this weekend. I'm having two. There you go. Threesome planned. Here, that's what I should have named this. They've had a million likes by now. There've been a million. There'd all be wee guys, mind you, wouldn't there? Behind their computer like that, with me talking about stuff like this. There you are. We're in it. We're in the gutter now. We're completely in it. Oh, I don't know how this always happens. I always end up in the gutter. Phoenix, where's my Phoenix? Is my Phoenix in? Good morning, open-minded. Good morning. Is Phoenix in? I can't see her. Right, I can't see her, but I'm going to give her Marilyn Monroe. We know that, don't we? I'm going to have to give her... My Phoenix is going to have to get Marilyn Monroe style, so I'm going to have to bring you really, really, really close to you and see my bum. Here, Phoenix, this is for you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Miss Phoenix. Happy birthday to you. There we are. Spitting image. I know. Doppelganger. I know I'm a doppelganger of Marilyn Monroe. People say it to me all the time. People say, you remind me of somebody, and I'm like, I know who it is. It's Marilyn. Only I've got blue hair. Is it tomorrow? Well, there we go. I'll sing her again if she wants. I'll sing it to her. I don't mind. It's not good singing though. I mean, I'm not even going to say Simon Cowell or anything like that here. You're missing out. I would say that to Elon Musk and NASA, that they're missing out, not having all of this working for them. I don't know what I'd be doing. See, if I was to work with NASA, I don't know what I'd be doing. I'd like to be an astronaut, but you'd need to do a lot of work, wouldn't you? Open-minded, I was just saying about Sophie. Sophie's back in the hospital. She's got a wee twist in her bowel, they think, so she's going to need to get a wee operation. Hopefully she gets it today. So I'll be thinking about her all day long. But she's amazing. Oh, I'm so proud that I'm her mum. Do you know that? I really am. I'm proud of all my babies. Whether they're proud of me is a different matter. Don't invite mum to the event. Don't be inviting mum because you know what I'm like. I get leery, as some people say. Open-minded. I know Marilyn Monroe and Madonna, absolute spitting image, and I sound like Marilyn. I just need one of the white dresses to stand out the front and show my drawers. Yeah, that'd be me. I'd be arrested. I'd be arrested. I'd be in the police station. That would be my bucket list. A couple of things. Thank you, open-minded. Thank you. Thank you, Golf Girl. She feels fine just now. Oh, Mrs. Doubtwater, yes. Here. I bet you that was an explosive and out of this world experience with old Mrs. Doubtwater. Tell you, she doesn't bother shaving. She doesn't bother with the waxing or anything like that. She is au naturel. Yes, I've always had a great relationship with my babies. All of them, even my son. Well, see, that's it. I'd look wonderful from my mugshots, guy. I've always had a great relationship with my babies. Always. In fact, see now they talk more sense than me. It used to be me bringing them up. They give me advice now. Mum, don't be doing that. Why? Why can I not do it? Am I not allowed? No, mother. You know, they give me into trouble now, but I love that. You know, a wee bit of banter. That's what us Scots are all about. Bits of banter. We've bloody got to have banter, or we would sit and cry. So, tomorrow's makeup look, I'm going to be doing independent. I'm going to have my American flag behind me, and I'm going to have American flags, and it's going to be Independence Day because it's on the 4th. So it'll be Sunday. Will be Independence Day over in America, and you know I love America. I would love to stay in America. I would. Do you know, I always wanted to stay in Florida, but see how I like to Google Map and do tours of the world. Maine, see, there's a state called Maine, and it looks really lovely because I think you get the 4 seasons there, but it's got big moose and stuff that roam. Moose? I never realised a moose was as big as that. It's about the size of my car, a moose. Not a mouse. Not a mouse. Imagine a huge big mouse like that, big mad rodent, size of a car. Oh my God. That's the stuff of nightmares right there. Maine, it looks beautiful. Oh, Tasha, good morning for gorgeous New York. Independence Day, I'll be thinking about you. My thing tomorrow's all going to be about the USA because I've got part of my heart is there. A chocolate mousse. I know. They big moose. Honest to God, I never realised how big they were. They're huge. Absolutely. So I think I might like to go to Maine. I don't know what there is to do in Maine, but I'm not really a nightclub person or anything like that. You know, I like to sit in the woods, totty roast. I like that kind of thing. So I do. A wee burn, or I don't know what you would call it, a creek. We would call it a burn. A wee burn that you could fish in and stuff like that. Because I like spinning. Yeah, oh, I bet you've got, and it's at the weekend too. I bet you it's going to be lit, as they say, the youngins say, it's going to be lit. I'm going to be enjoying looking at everybody's posts and stuff like that on YouTube. And it was Canada Day yesterday, open-minded, and I did have my Canadian flag waving. Oh, there you go. I didn't know that. So they're in Canada as well, the moose. I think they look amazing things. Don't you think they look like kind of reindeers, but not like a reindeer species? That's what I'm trying to say. I don't. Maybe they are. Maybe they're related to reindeer. I don't know, but I like the look of. Do you know? I do know they're in Alaska. I do know they're in Alaska because I think they hunt them in Alaska. Pippa, no. Pippa, in Glasgow, it would be just Glaswegians all lying about the park. It'd just be like, oh, sunburnt because the sun's out, all little lobsters like that. Oh. bottles of monk's wine all over the place, smashed and stuff like that. People go crazy. See, when it's a wee bit sunny here, people go out of their minds. I kind of go out of my mind as well on a Saturday, and I've got to, listen, I'm getting used to apologising now because I've you know, I've done a lot. See, when you think of the stuff I've done over the past few months, I've done quite a lot of stuff that I've had to apologise for, but here, I'm happy at the time. A kebab at 1 a.m. I remember falling out the nightclubs, and we would go to the Chinese, and we would get a special fried rice and just a fork, special fried rice, and just eat it out of the container, absolutely hammered. Before we went home. They were the days. Tasha, there'll be fireworks, won't there? No, I didn't. Open-minded. No. Yeah, I mean, the football's on. We don't really need it. People are just... Because the foot... And listen, I'm watching Wimbledon. MD else watch the tennis. I'm a tennis expert now. I'm going, that ball was definitely out there. Definitely out. But I've been watching that. Andy Murray's our guy, you see. Wee Andy Murray. So I've been shouting him on. Come on, Andy, because he's not been in tennis for about 4 years now. But he looked good. I went to five sets. The football wasn't on last night, Sky. It's on tonight. And then the England match is on tomorrow. So I'll be watching that as well. But the Andy Murray I shout on in the tennis because he's a Scottish guy. But he also competes in the Olympics with Great Britain and stuff like that. So he's for the whole nation has adopted Andy Murray. The other night when he was losing, he was shouting for a taxi. That's a Scottish guy, alright, eh? Shouting for a taxi. Tasha, see, fireworks, my wee dog's terrified of fireworks. And here in the UK, we have bonfire night, it's called, on the 5th of November. Right, so I wouldn't mind if the fireworks were all let off on the 5th and we had one night with Poppy being terrified. But see here, see by October, they're already letting off the fireworks. So we've got fireworks all the way through, right through to January. And they save up their fireworks and they let them off at New Year as well. So that's not, I wish they would just do it like once a year or twice, even once in firework night and then once on Hogmanay. Just, and then the rest of the time no fireworks. But it's terrible here. Somebody put in a firework, the dog poo bin is over the road, right, for people picking up their dogs, pooing, parroting. The dog poo bin that's over the road. Somebody put a firework in there and it was like a massive explosion of dog shit. No, none of the dog poo came out, I don't think, but fireworks in the bin. Fireworks in the bin. That's the kind of mentality of a lot of people. And they let them off in the car park there. My house is shaking. Yeah, we've got idiots in this country. We've got idiots. We've got folk that are just... Here, I'll tell you something that was very serious and I felt so terrible. There was, how Celtic and Rangers in Glasgow, and Rangers won the league, and it was they stopped Celtic getting 10 in a row and all that, so all the Rangers fans were celebrating, which was great and stuff like that for them. I don't mind that, they deserve it. But anyway, this man had, see the flares that they let off, like the flare things with the smoke and stuff, and there's a video of it, and he's got the flare, and the flare explodes, and took all his fingers off just about. Holding a flare. Never hold fireworks. didn't know that, open-minded. That's really interesting. Here, I don't know if any of you are old enough to remember fireworks called Jack in the Box. When I was growing up in Easterhouse, you know, things, we at that time we were licking lead paint off our cot and stuff like that, and you know, sitting in smoky cars and things. But these Jack in the Box, you'd light them and they would bounce on the ground, these fireworks, and they were bouncing down people's Wellington boots, wellies, and blowing their bloody leg off nearly. Jack in the Box, because I remember when they were lighting them, me and my brother would be running up the stair to watch, because they were unpredictable. Imagine them. See the stuff that we, listen, it's amazing we're all alive, us older yins. Oh, that was lovely of you sharing that story with me, open-minded. Yeah, read them. And folk used to light rockets off and just hold them. People's school bags, a banger. Mind the bangers? I don't know if they still do the bangers, but it's when wee Poppy's, when people should see how she gets when fireworks go off. She pants like hell, and she goes right behind this couch. She squeezes in behind this couch. I just leave her because that's her safe spot, behind the couch. But it's an absolute shame. But I wouldn't mind it like a couple of times a year. But it's like every night, and people let them off during the day. I mean, you let fireworks off at night. Can you still see? Well, they're banned here, the Jack in the Boxes, but I don't know who thought of that. That would be a good idea. Let's have a firework that just bounces about the ground. Aye. So I worry about, and all the other wee animals I worry about it as well. Yes, for special occasions it should be. It should be definitely. But see here, they buy the fireworks in Tesco, because Tesco's just up the road, and they can't even wait to get home. They've got them out of the box and letting them off at my house. And listen, see if you complained, you would get one through your letterbox. So you can't even do that. You've just got to let them get the fireworks out of their system. Yes, I'll be hoping that everything goes smoothly overseas on the 4th. I hope you all have a. See, I like looking at the food. I love looking at the food that you make on like Independence Day and stuff like that. And what's the other one? Thanksgiving. Isn't this forbidden? What? The Jack in the Box? There should be. There should be. Well, they're banned here. I mean, I can't. We were lucky to survive childhood. We used to make go-karts, they called them, and be like old pram wheels and then some wood planks, and then we'd have a wee bit, and we'd make a go-kart, nails in it and stuff. It's a miracle we're all still alive. Ah, open-minded. See, Poppy pants like that. She gets in a terrible state. And then see, after it, every door that gets slammed or something, she perks up because she thinks, is that another one? It's a wee shame. Oh, see, Japan is Japan and China not really big on their fireworks. I think they like their fireworks too. But do you know what I can see becoming the future of fireworks? See these drones that they put up. They put on a beautiful display. I can't remember if it was in London or in Edinburgh at the New Year. I can't remember. But they put on a display and it was drones. And they made beautiful pictures in the sky, and it was absolutely gorgeous what they could do with these drones. And I thought, that's the future of fireworks right there. That's what, quiet, no sound, and just a beautiful display. Ah, Tasha, I would love to come over. I would love to. Because as I say, Florida is, oh my goodness. Do you know what I miss? I miss the cicadas and stuff like that. I see people saying they hate them, but I love the cicadas. I wish we could have some cicadas here in Scotland because they put me to sleep. Nature's ASMR is what they are. Sky, have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful and enjoy yourself, my gorgeous Sky. And I love you very much. I hope you know that. I'll be back tomorrow, but glamorous looking. Do you love them too, Tash? Oh, I love. See, that was the thing that put me to sleep in Florida. Just listening to all the outside frogs and stuff. I'm like, what's going on here? It was amazing. There's my sweet. Oh, there's my gorgeous you've brightened up my face with your presence here. Tasha, thank you so much for coming in and have a wonderful, wonderful day and weekend. If you're here, I'll see you tomorrow, but I'll be glamorous tomorrow. I'll have a full face of makeup. I don't, but that's getting cut. Do you know what happened? I tell I've got a boo-boo. Cheese toast, now mind the last time the cheese toastie maker exploded. Oh. Did you go to the, how did you get on, Golfer Girl? Thank you, Tasha. Cheese toastie maker, mind the last time it exploded in my kitchen, right, because I done that, a cheese toastie the wire. Well, I made myself a cheese toastie, but I put tomato in it, right, and I was like, wee bit of pepper and salt, that's going to be amazing. So I was really hungry, so when it came out, I was like, oh, desperate to eat it. I took one bite, a bit of roasting, boiling hot tomato came flying out the cheese toastie maker, and look, burnt me right there. So I still ate the cheese toastie. It didn't put me off. So that'll be, look at that, that'll be getting covered with some foundation, but the rest of me, see, I've got a bit of a tan. That's a scar, another scar for the collection. Cheese toast is dangerous, obviously. They need to have, the cheese toastie maker is a dangerous thing. So it's survived cancer, survived metal rod up the leg, died with cheese toastie maker. On my gravestone, that's what we need. We need that. And then just don't explain the story, just let people think. It was boiling hot. It was like lava. I do need to stay away from appliances, tattoo machines, drills, anything. Mind the toaster was on fire as well, and then I electrocuted myself in the bedroom not that long ago. So, and I need to stay away from everything, especially on a Saturday. But here, you are here on a Saturday, keep me right. See, tomorrow I'm going to keep saying to me, don't be doing stupid stuff, because you know I'm like, what can I do this weekend to embarrass myself? What can I do? Yeah, it's still painful. Yeah, I know, autocorrect's terrible, isn't it? See the stuff that I've sent. And I never check my text, and I send some completely random. I was at the checkout one night, and I can't remember, somebody texted me, and I said, what I thought was, I'm at the checkout, I'll see you when I'm home, right? And it changed to, I'm at church, right? And then, see, when I read it, I was laughing, because it was like 9 o'clock at night on a Saturday or something like that, right? And I'm thinking, Christ, my daughters are going to read that text and think something bad. So if mum's in a church at 9 o'clock at night, something's went down. If mum's went to church on a Saturday night at 9 o'clock, something's happened big. Oh, that was funny, because I don't go to church or anything like that, but I do pray. But I thought, Jesus, I was laughing my head off thinking about that one. I'm at, I'm at church at 9 o'clock at night. An emergency praying. I know, must have been an emergency prayer. I need to get down there immediately. Oh, my sweet I'm the same. I think I'm still doing good with my diet, but it's not going down fast enough for me. I think I'm wanting things to get thin too fast. It just needs to. But I lost a lot on my face and everything. All that's all. But I want to lose it in the belly. Come on, I want to lose it in the big belly. I'm sure it'll go. We just need to keep at it, and we'll be fine. Yeah, well, I love cheese toasties, but I'm going to be wary the next time I make one. Yeah, see, it's a wee bit by wee bit. That's what I'm doing. I'm just cutting out a lot of rubbish that I'd be eating. Eating more fruit and vegetables and stuff like that. That's what I'm doing. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go and nurse my wound. I'll have it covered tomorrow. You won't even notice it. You won't even notice it because I'll be independent. I'll be red, white, and blue. And I'm never red, white, and blue because that's the other team in Glasgow. They're red, white, and blue. I'm green for Celtic. But tomorrow I will be red, white, and blue. But it will be for the USA. I'll be red, white, and blue. I'm going to have my hat on, my American hat. I'm going to be decked out in American gear tomorrow. So I'm going to give us all a big kiss now and hope you have a wonderful Friday night, whatever you are up to. And I'll be back again to see you tomorrow. I'm going to give you a big, big kiss now. Mwah.